Hello and welcome. I'm Tauni, and today I'm leading you through a foam rolling routine for your lower body. This is great for helping relieve any sore muscles that you might be having, also helps improve your flexibility and mobility. So grab that foam roller and let's get started. So we're going to start with our calves. So how this class is designed is I'm going to start you at the lower part of the legs, work our way up, then we'll flip over and work our way down. So we're going to start simply with the calves. So take the foam roller about mid-calf and simply start to straighten and bend the legs. So the first couple of rolling exercises that I'm having you do are going to require some upper body strength. So you can start here, and then I'm going to ask to see if you can just lift the hips up, and that adds more weight and more range of motion. So all the way up and all the way back down to the ankles. So especially if you run, do lots of weightlifting, any explosive movements, these calves can get tight. This is great for releasing those muscles and the fascia, the connective tissue in the muscles. So now see if you can cross right leg over left and maybe feel that difference with that extra weight. If it gets too intense, you can always take it away or take that little break. And if you find like a really spot that's sore, maybe hold on that spot. If you find that little knot, maybe 5-10 seconds, and then start again just to work it out. So let's cross to the other side, left over right. Again, if you find that little sore spot, that sweet spot, stay there. We're all going to be just a little bit different. Let's do a couple more rolls. And then take that break. Good. Let's move it up to our hamstrings now. So we're just going to start to work through the back of the legs. We're going to start right here with both legs. Roll down to just above that knee and then back to the glute. So I'm going to show you a couple of different ways you can do this. So we're going to stick with the hamstring. I want you to move that foam roller to just right underneath that right leg, and we're going to bend the left for support. Now start to foam roll, flex the foot. Now point the foot. Let's do a couple more rolls. We're going to do each one for about a minute or so. Good. We're going to stay on this right side. Move it over a little bit more. We're going to cross left over right and again start to foam roll with that extra weight on the leg. And if it becomes too intense, just take it off. Transitioning to the left side. So break, move that foam roller all the way over, place it underneath that left thigh, bend the right leg, and start to roll. So go ahead and flex the foot. I'm having you flex and straighten a couple of times just so maybe you can see a difference in your body. Now try pointing it. And if you don't feel a difference, that's okay. Let's go ahead and take that rest. We're going to stay on that left side. So still the left hamstring. Cross right over left, like you're crossing your legs. And start to roll all the way down to that knee and then all the way up to the bottom of the glute. So foam rolling is something you can do every day. It doesn't take that long. You can decide to just do maybe 10 rolls of each and then move on. You might use a time clock, set a clock beside you. But every little thing helps. Let's do a couple more rolls. All right, now we're going to take it on up into the glutes and the hips. So have a seat on your foam roller. You can just have your hands here for support. Maybe see how just that feels. And now from here, I'm going to have you have that seat, rotate to your left side. That hand can be for support. So we've shifted our weight. Now start to roll into that glute. Again, if you find a little knot, just found a little knot, stay there for just a bit, try to work it out, and then start that rolling again. So you can remain here. I'm going to make this a little bit more intense. So we're leaning over to that left side. So see if you can bend that left leg. Place it above that right knee, and then again start to roll. You're leaning over into that left side. Good, just a couple more. I'm really feeling it on this side, so I'm just working it out. Good, so we're gonna stay right here on this side, but I want you to extend that bottom leg out. So your left leg is extended out, roll all the way to your side, cross the right leg over the left. Now we move into the IT band. Runners, this is excellent for you. You're gonna roll all the way up into that hip and then all the way back down. Now you can experiment here, maybe more forward, maybe more back, leaning more back, like right there, I just felt it. Find any little knot, find any little tension, or I hate to use the word pain, but you find that little spot, hold it, and then try to roll it out. All right, just one more. Good, and come back up. I'm gonna flip over because I don't want to turn away from the camera, so however you want to do that. So now you're gonna have a seat on it, lean over to your right side, both knees bent, start to work into that hip. It's funny you find those little spots, right? At least I do. I'm going along like, ooh, I feel that one. So we stay leaning over to the right, maybe play with, that forward and back, see what that feels like. And then if you wish, you can cross that right foot above that left knee and continue. Makes it a little bit more intense. Couple more. Find that spot. All right, we're going to stay leaning on this right side. Extend the legs out. You're going to come all the way to your side. Cross left over the top. Now into that IT band. I do this every single day that I run. I actually do it before and after. So all the way up to that hip and then all the way down to right above that knee. Maybe you lean back, see how that feels. Lean forward. So when this IT band gets tight, it'll tend to pull there on the back of the knee sometimes and cause some knee pain right behind the back of that knee. So this definitely helps. I'm speaking from experience, y'all. This helps. Okay, just a couple more and then we're going to flip it over. Start working back down the front of the legs. Good. So go ahead and take that break. You're going to flip over. We're going to work our thighs. We're going to roll them out and into the inner thighs simply by adjusting the feet. So foam roller goes on the thighs, coming into more of a plank position. Find that position, and then you just seesaw, rolling forward and back. So what happens if you flex the feet here? So you go all the way up just to the top of that knee, then all the way down. I remember the first time I did this, I was like, oh my gosh, it hurt. So keep your mind here on your body. Notice that spot where you might feel a little something. You can go a little slower, find anything, work it out. Now turn your toes out. We're going to take this more into the inner thigh. So the toes are facing away from each other, heels in. Okay, let's just do a couple more. All right, now we're going to take it to the shins. So you're going to adjust. You're going to move that foam roller underneath your shins. Runners, this is really good for you. Helps prevent those shin splints if you just roll it out. So you're going to come forward and then just roll. So this is how I like to do it, more in the plank position, but if your upper body strength isn't that to that point, you can come here and just foam roll your shins. If you want to join me here, try that. See what that feels like. Just using your arms for balance instead of being in that plank. So there's more than one way to do this, right? Okay, the last thing I want to show you to make this more intense, maybe you cross your ankles and work one side at a time. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now that is super duper intense for me. So I'm only gonna do a few of them. Woo-wee, and then I'm gonna switch, you can cross. So I'm just giving you options. If it's too intense, stick with just both at the same time. Trying to finish it off even on each side. Let's do one more roll. Release, and we are done. Great job, y'all. Hopefully you enjoyed this class. This is something you could easily do 1, 2, 3 times a week whenever your time allows. Get that foam rolling in. It's great for your body. Thanks again for joining me. You guys have a great day.